If you're a regular on the show, today JD said, yes, I'm a nerd, and don't you know it.
I'm a nerd, but you know what this nerd needs? Good workout.
That's right. Our next guest is a global fitness icon, motivational powerhouse, and the creator of some of the most popular workout programs in the entire world, including the famous Insanity. He has helped millions of people transform not just their bodies, but their confidence, mindset, and their lives.
Indeed, today this father of two is nearly 50 years old, and he has put the focus on longevity, the importance of building muscles and digging deeper to transform to your best self. He is the one and only Shaun T. Here with us today. Welcome, Shaun.
What's up? Thanks for having me on the show this morning.
First of all, your family is gorgeous.
Well, thank you. You know, we try.
You try.
Our best. You know what I'm saying? Some people throw away compliments. I don't throw away compliments. I welcome them, but thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Truly, truly.
Yeah.
Nearly 50 years old. You don't look a day over 20.
Well, I just turned 48, and for me, it is about longevity.
Nice.
I mean, people, you know, you saw the Insanity workouts. It was like 18 years ago when I filmed them. And for me, I tell people all the time, I'm like, consistency is the way to go. People are always asking me, how do you stay fit? How are you still doing this? How do you still stay relevant? And I'm like, well, one, I'm not one-dimensional. I don't believe that, you know, I love fitness, I love working out, but that's not the only thing that you should be focused on when you're trying to have long-term health. And so as I got older, my knees started hurting. I started, you know, having to do this when I got out of bed. I had to start looking for new ways. You know, to just feel better. And you can't see my tattoos, but I have tattoos on my arm that says, conquer your mind, transform your life, which takes you out of being one-dimensional in that fitness tunnel, just trying to have a six-pack. And it really opens your mind up to saying, you know, how can I have overall wellness? And it starts, in my opinion, it starts up here. And a lot of wellness you can't see. You know, you see my muscles, but that's not really where it begins. It begins on the inside out.
Dude, you got into all this because in college you were carrying around weight you didn't want to be carrying around. That got you motivated. How did that get you, that moment, that spark, get you to where you are today?
You know, I hate to say, like, you know, through struggle comes strength, but it's absolutely true. You know, I remember looking in the mirror when I was in college a long time ago and just saying to myself, after my first year, people are gaining a freshman 15. And I was like, 50 pounds like this doesn't look good on me, you know, and here I am 30 years later where I'm like, you know, I'm probably 50 pounds heavier, but with muscle and eating better and not just eating, you know, pizza at night. And a lot of people when they're young, they think, oh, I can eat whatever I want, and they don't think it's going to catch up to them. But as you know, as you get older, your metabolism slows down, your bone density starts to rise.
As you know.
Exactly. So that all started, that kickstarted my fitness journey. And, you know, I like to say, and I'm very honest, like, fitness is my passion, but motivating people to be just like love themselves as much as possible, that trumps fitness in any way. And fitness is just like a vessel for me to be out there and say, yo, but like, how can we truly live our best lives from the inside out and not from the outside in?
It's an interesting point you make because from the outside in, like social media is full of people who are truly in the fitness industry and some people who just look great and claim to know exactly what they're talking about. They're celebrities, they're influencers, and they're not always getting the right message out there because they're doing the trend. Drink, what is it, olive oil and vinegar before you go to bed, and you're gonna olive oil and you're gonna look 10 pounds. How do you navigate your message and your truth in a world that is so noisy and full of misinformation and disinformation?
Yeah, you know, I do like to give props to influencers out there who are trying to put out the right message, but you're right. Like, you know, there's always these trends. But for me, I find things that you can put in your body to make you feel good. Like, I take C15 every single day, which is a new essential fatty acid that helps bone density, that helps you recover, that helps your cholesterol. These are the kind of things that me and my family, you know, infiltrate into our lives every single day, even from kids, you know, our kids. So we just try to do things that are creating long-term health, longevity. And with C15, what I do is, you know, it helps your body at the cellular level. And so for me, if you're looking at your body, everything starts from that mitochondria, from that very small cell. And so for me, that's what I've been looking into as I've gotten to be 50. That's why I feel like I look good right now, because again, I can lift weights, I can do all the cardio, but what am I putting in my body that's going to make me feel good?
Let's talk about longevity for a second. If somebody's in their 50s, in their 60s, and maybe they haven't yet done the work, you know, to keep them healthy in the long term, is it too late to start, or are there still benefits to be had?
Oh my goodness. So last year I did or 2 years ago actually, I did a test group with one of my workouts where people were just lifting weights. And one of my biggest testimonials was a 65-year-old man who had like bone issues, he had recovery inflammation in his body. He went from like 18% body fat to like 12% body fat, was able to move, was able to lift weights. And so these are the kind of things that I stress every single day. The older you get, the more you need to push. That's how I say it. Cardio is really important. Obviously, heart health is the way to go. But if you add loaded weight to your body, and don't be afraid to lift weights. I have to tell that to women a lot because they're like, I don't want to get bulky. I'm like, you want your bones to be bulky.
That's right.
You want density in your bones. And you're not going to get bulky. You're going to get strong, lean, toned body, and it's going to feel
This
good.
one can outlift me. So, no, like no jokes. So you don't have to tell her that.
It looks like she can lift you to me.
She was deadlifting the other day. I was like, I'll hurt myself.
I like to pick up heavy things and put them back down. Is what I like.
Talking about. As long as you put them back down.
I put them back not always gracefully, but I put them back down. Shaun T, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Congratulations
Thank
on all
you.
the longevity, emotionally and physically, and all the rest,
Long-term
and literally. If you need motivation to get stronger, you can follow Shaun on Instagram at Shaun T, or be part of his Dig Deeper Nation on Instagram at Dig Deeper.